Go ahead.
Oh, first of all, do not talk to Corey that way.
I was talking to you that way.
You are a guest.
I am very thankful to be.
Like it.
I'm very thankful to be. Corey, I was not speaking to you that way. I was speaking to him that way.
So World Series.
You better button this shit up. We got another hour to get through. You better button this shit up. Are you really not recording?
No, we're recording now.
Oh, you didn't record the first part?
No.
Oh my.
It's Black Friday.
What did we miss that you wanted to...
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start with an apology. Josh Kabaza has once again ruined an entire episode.
I do it every once in a while. It's fun.
Welcome to Off the Phone. I am one of your hosts, Mike Eden. I'm joined today by
Darian Irwin.
Corey.
Josh.
Hell yeah, we're here doing it, ladies and gentlemen. You do anything fun this week?
No, just Thanksgiving, man, which is, it's a whole day, bro. No, I'm taking the week off from comedy. What, dude?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
I know, right? Which is crazy because you have a microphone in your hand. You should say things.
All right. Well, Trey ate food this week. That's the. That's where we're at.
What? Did you not have a good Thanksgiving?
No, it was beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. But
baby's first Thanksgiving.
it's not. It's not for the public. I would never share something like that on the podcast.
That you ate food?
Huh?
That you ate food?
It's nobody's business what I did. What'd you do?
I ate food as well, and then I went to a nice little party.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Like, thanks for giving us all this land. That's what it's from. That makes sense.
He'll get back to his bit here in a second.
makes
He's
sense.
just looking for it. It's beautiful.
What'd you do? Make a bunch of tortillas or something?
Jeez.
No, I made a turkey, and I also... Oh, I had Thanksgiving sex.
Oh.
Okay.
That's where your two...
What was his name?
her name, my wife,
Angelica.
No. It's very stereotypical.
Mercedes.
Mari. Okay. And so...
Maricon.
Dude, I learned
only
what
when
that
she
word
chokes.
meant recently.
Oh, you did? Huh?
Yeah, they can't. I thought they were calling me American in the barbershop every day. And I was just like, yeah, see, American, that's me, man. And they were just like,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it mean?
What?
Maricon.
What does maricon mean?
I don't know.
You don't know what I mean?
Google it on the big board.
No, don't Google it.
Don't Google that fool.
It's the F word.
Yeah, it's the F word.
Oh,
In
yeah.
Spanish.
Not the Dutch one.
Yeah, not the
Yeah,
Dutch one.
No.
The San Francisco one.
The one they use for that word.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Mexicans don't be playing that maricon shit.
No.
They don't fuck around. They
It's
don't
a
fuck
beautiful
around.
way of saying it,
It's
though.
not cool. What?
I think it's a beautiful way of saying it.
Why?
Because that's like something that, like, if it wasn't that word, I'd name my daughter Maricon.
Maricon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful word. It is better than
Yeah.
this.
Right.
It is like aggressive.
Very much so,
Yeah.
yes.
Something about words with two G's, man. It's not great. It's not great.
What's another one?
Listen, I'm not like a linguist or
Ginger?
anything. You know what? Ginger, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nagger.
Nagger, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. People who annoy you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you have another one?
Unfucking real.
That's unbelievable.
I'll believe it, buddy.
Jesus.
Anyways, and which brings us to our topic of this week. The NBA.
I thought that said pitch black, and I was like, well, we're close enough. Texas Hold'em.
Don't one of you play Texas Hold'em?
No.
I think we're both retired. I'm retired. I do not play cards anymore. But there is something about plastic cards going across a felt top that makes me ruin myself financially every time.
Oh.
It's unbelievable. No, I've played Texas Hold'em or played from 2017 until I moved here in 2021. And then
shit.
like 6 months after I moved here, I went completely broke from playing this game. So yeah, pretty cool that we're talking about it, honestly.
But completely broke. He didn't. It's not like he had a lot.
Yeah, it's not like
okay.
I was not playing it like proper. Darian had like
He was almost completely broke every week, even when he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right,
So
right.
it
So
wasn't
this was
like.
just like a week you lost $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
was like I took out a loan to play and was like, we're gonna win it all back, and then we didn't.
What is that movie with Mark Wahlberg where he basically does the same thing? The Gambler? I think
The
it's called-
gambler. Yeah. He plays blackjack though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And that like underground.
Yeah. It's a game for queers.
Yeah, blackjack is bullshit. No, I mean I don't know. Gambling has done great things for me financially in my life.
Really?
But it finally, yeah. I mean, I've been almost homeless and hit on a weekend and literally was able to pay my rent because of playing cards.
But were you not able to pay your rent because of cards in the first place?
Listen, so what's that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
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 But no, I mean, there were definitely days we would just like at noon, me and Darian would look at each other and go, listen, we're not going to the casino. And by 8 o'clock, we were on our way to North Carolina to just, to spend everything we just got paid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em, buddy.
It is the most fun game in the world.
It truly is.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable.
It is. You want to talk about the perfect mix between needing a skill at something, but at the end of the day, it does just come down to luck. Like you have to be a skillful player. Like I can teach an idiot how to play the game in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's not hard. It is. There are 5 community cards. You have 2 hold cards. You have 7 possible cards to make the best 5-carded hand. That's the game. Everything else past that on how to win, people spend their entire lives. I can take you to Harriman, Tennessee, and there's guys that have been playing together for 25 years, and none of them have any fucking clue.
The other part of it that's addictive to a guy like me is you also there's no other place in the world that you will meet funnier people
Oh yeah,
than at a
my
poker
God.
table. I hang out with all comedians all day. They're very funny, but it just doesn't even come close to like a dude who's just sitting there losing his mind and trying to make money. It's so fun, especially or like there'll be a guy. I mean, we've seen plenty of situations where there's a guy who's like really good and really smart get beat by an actual person who shouldn't be alone anywhere.
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah.
Drunk
Yeah.
Benny. These people don't know how the internet works in my hometown.
Higgy. There's a man named Higgy who's right now is at a poker table covered in grass.
Dude, I've never seen him not covered in grass, and I guarantee you he bought in for $200 and he'll leave there with $2,000 tonight. Or he'll lose his car. And that's the beauty of it.
And then have to go cut grass.
Yeah, well, he cut grass.
Oh, he's cutting grass either way.
Yeah, he's cutting grass.
Man
He's-
don't know not how to cut grass. I'll tell you what.
But yeah, man, I mean that's the beauty of it, is that you can just get lucky, but to be good at it, to be like a profitable player, it takes people their entire lives. Like there are people that I know people that have dedicated their lives to playing poker and just can't seem to be profitable. It's a fucking nightmare, and I loved the game and can't play it anymore because I'm not profitable.
So there's no like you can't just like I mean you could learn to count cards and that will help you a little bit, right?
No.
To know
No,
like
there's
a
no
little bit.
counting.
No, there's
counting
there-
cards is a blackjack thing.
Yeah, there's
Oh, I'm
there's-
thinking of
yeah, they're shuffling the cards.
So there is
hand.
no real strategy you can learn.
You learn odds.
You-
No, not
well,
true. Not true.
yeah, you can play optimally,
You can
yeah.
definitely be profitable.
You can play the math. But like to do, even if you're playing optimally, like everyone at the table has to be playing that way, and then you have to get lucky. But in theory, if you're playing optimally over time, you will make money. It's just a matter of like the smartest guy I know is the guy that taught me how to play Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is, I've seen him, I mean, just run a table, and he's just the unluckiest human being on earth. Like this guy could win the WSOP, truly, from a skill standpoint. But at the end of the day, it does come down to the cards have to fall your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this game's a fucking nightmare. It is the stone cold most fun you can have, especially gambling that I've played every card game you can think of.
Yeah.
But no, Texas Hold'em. There's a reason that what's he say in Rounders at the beginning? Like, there's a reason that it's like the World Series of Poker is like settled in Texas Hold'em.
It's the Cadillac of poker is what
Cadillac of
is
poker,
what
right.
Doyle Brunson called it.
Yeah, that's the quote.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's have a tournament here.
Huh?
Let's have a tournament at the Black Rabbit.
I will.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
deal
I'm
it.
down.
Man, that was easy to get you guys back in
shit.
that
Well,
quick.
no, I'll help.
Yeah, we'll help
I'll
run
help
it and
well,
do it.
first of all, I still play.
Yeah,
He's the only one who doesn't play.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Play. I'm an addict.
How
man.
often
Yeah.
do you play?
Probably 2 or 3 times a week.
What's the most that you guys ever won on a game?
Would never talk about that.
I don't care. The most I've ever won in a single session was probably 3,000 or 4,000.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is like in theory, you like the most I've ever lost in a session is like $1,500. And that was like way the most, but it's just like you lose $300, $400, $500 5 times in a row. It's the same loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's the problem.
That is a problem.
Doing this for a living, trying to play cards for a living is all about just doing it. And I learned this from him because I was just like playing like once a week maybe and would like deal every now and then. And he's like, no, you got to do this and to continue to play, you have to be profitable over time, which is what it took me moving to Texas to realize that I'm not.
Is Texas Hold'em in Texas a different animal?
In my experience, yes. People here genuinely do just play for a living. Like, there's a movie called Rounders that's about like people just playing small stakes to get their rent paid, and people here do that. That they'll, if you go to the same poker room five times,
Austin has an incredible poker scene. In the same way that there was like a huge movement of comedy to Austin.
Yeah.
People don't know this. There's a huge influx of comedy in Austin because Rogan moved here. And then that created this whole scene, right, of some of the best up-and-coming comedians in the world. The exact same thing at the exact same time happened with Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
Doug Polk and a couple of other
Brad
Owen, a couple of other really big YouTubers moved here and created a room here called The Lodge that caters specifically to content creators. And what that did was bring in some of the best Hold'em players in the world to come just play at the Lodge or at Texas Card House or at a myriad of other rooms that exist.
Right.
And then the private games here now are like insane and impossible to get into.
yeah,
But there's a huge scene.
Have you played
here.
at the Lodge?
The Lodge?
Yeah.
No, that's
But,
yeah.
yeah, buddy.
This is the best poker room I've ever. I mean, like in North Carolina at the casino we used to play at, they
Go back to the no. Keep talking. But
they
go back
hold
to
a
the,
WSOP event there, and I would much rather like go to the Lodge and play over anywhere I've ever played in
So,
the country.
as a beginner going there, is that frowned upon?
No,
No.
absolutely
No,
not.
they
Oh,
want
yeah,
you.
they
They
want
want
They
you.
100, yeah.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah, they
You
want
won't be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You won't be there long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're
No, disagree as well.
Really?
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
there a long time.
you'll get
Yeah.
Now you have an addiction.
Yeah.
And bring how much money?
Depends on what you're gonna play. So we can look right now. We can see there are 8 tables of 1-2 happening. So the max buy-in for 1-2 at the Lodge, I believe, is $400.
It's 3,
Um,
unless they've changed it.
yeah, I believe it's 400. The min buy is 100, and then 1-3. I think the min buy is 200, and the max is 3, or the max is 5, and then 2-5.
Men's 3, max is 1,000.
Yeah.
Is what it used to be.
But a lot of the 2-5 tables will play match the stack. So whoever's got the biggest stack at the table, that's the amount that you could buy in for. So if it's more than 2,000, like if somebody's sitting there with 5,000 in front of them and you sit down at that table, that's the max buy of the table is whatever the big stack is. That's match the stack. No, most of them are match the stack.
So it's a minimum $100 a hand.
No, minimum
No.
$100.
no,
is
the
what you can-
blind the blinds are 1-2, so it's a minimum of $2 a hand.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a blind structure where one person is going to pay $1, one person is going to pay $2
Yeah.
before you.
Big blind, small blind.
Yeah, exactly. But the reason match stake matters is because so much of when you're playing that much money, so much of it is being able to.
This game is a very small stakes game. They have different stakes throughout the week.
Are they all mic'd up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Schmieder,
Yeah, they're all mic'd up and they have 2 commentators. It's like a whole
Peter Smeeder.
thing.
That's poker, Francisco.
Oh no, just stop. Just no.
So they just have
no.
24/7 commentators as well.
Next hand.
No. So they'll run this live stream for
5 or 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours.
Oh, I
yeah.
gotcha.
There's one table. This is like there's probably I don't know how many tables are at Hustler, but at the lodge there's 100 tables. There's one table that no one else can really even see. Well, it's like off to the side. You can see it, but that's where all the cameras and stuff are set up. It's just one table.
No, they have it in like a bag in a different.
It's moved.
room.
Okay,
yeah.
like at Texas Card House, they have it. It's just like
One's the stream table.
right. Yeah. So but to get into like a live stream game at this point, like the lodge is looking for like characters and people that,
People that are going to bring viewers.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which like I said, that's my goal as a comedian is to do this well enough that I can. How fucking rad it would be to just go be the guy on this.
Every time he's ever have a goal in comedy, somehow it's not comedy.
My goal is to use comedy to
not
play
do
poker.
comedy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Robstown. It is. Over by Corpus Christi.
Oh,
so
that's
down
not
on the
that. It's
Gold.
not that crazy far.
Well, yeah, I'm glad we spent that much time looking for how far this place we're never going to go to is.
Okay, all right. Go back to the presentation.
That was sick. Hit the air horn, dude. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Dude, what? Whatever. Go ahead.
Oh, first of all, do not talk to Corey that way.
I was talking to you that
You
way.
are a guest.
I am very thankful to be.
Act like it.
I'm very thankful to be. Corey, I was not speaking to you that way. I was speaking to him that way.
So World Series.
You
poker.
better button this shit up. We got another hour to get through. You better button this shit up. All right?
Straighten up. Is that what you're doing to me right now?
All right?
Dude, all right.
I have a gun.
I believe you.
Will have no problem shooting your ass and watch you fly around the room.
Dude, all right. What is happening? Wow.
All right, established in 1970 by Benny Binion, the World Series of Poker has evolved from a modest gathering in Las Vegas to the premier poker event worldwide. The series comprised a diverse array of tournaments, but its crown jewel remains the main event and no-limit Texas Hold'em competition that attracts the world's top players and ambitious amateurs alike. Conceived by visionary casino owner Benny Binion at his Horseshoe Casino in Las Vegas, the tournament drew 7 of the best poker players to compete in a cash game. It was Jimmy the Greek Snyder, Rudy Minnesota Fats Wander one.
Minnesota Fats is a great name.
Yeah,
Benny
that's the other
Binion.
thing. That they don't, but people don't have great.
We're let's see, Jimmy the Greek, Minnesota Fats.
Including Doyle Brunson. Yeah, Doyle Brunson was
He
at
played
that's
first
that's insane that he was at the first WSOP. He just died like a year ago.
Amarillo Slim,
Oh, I mean,
I read a book about him.
Puggy
He's fucking
Pearson.
crazy.
I mean, these names.
I
That's
mean,
incredible.
the Doyle is Texas Dolly is what they call him. I mean, that's unbelievable that he was at the first WSOP. Yeah, Doyle Brunson, man, that's the guy.
He looked so different at the first one though. Isn't this him at the first one? Or no, that's Benny Binion. No, that is Doyle Brunson.
Is it? I've never seen these pictures. Wow.
Wow.
He looks old there.
Yeah, he was already pretty old when he started playing, I thought.
That's yeah.
He was born in 1933
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
and he died in 2023.
90 years old. Yeah. Damn.
I'm glad he's dead.
Jesus, man. No, listen, honestly, I am too, because you get some, because Doyle's famous hand,
Honestly, I am too. Go ahead.
Doyle's famous hand is 10 deuce, which is like, I mean, just an awful poker hand, but he won a bunch of, that's like, it's famous. He's famous for playing that hand. And I've just been run down like for $1,000 pot with some asshole that's got 10 deuce. And he's like, for Doyle. And I'm like, I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate Doyle Brunson. Fuck this motherfucker. And seriously, I mean, it's people will play shit like that because of people like Doyle. To this day, there are people at the lodge right now playing 10 deuce and they're like, for Doyle. And it's like, that guy's, he's dead and he didn't know you, fucking fold. All right, go ahead.
I play it. play the shit out of 10 deuce.
Darian will run you down with deuce 3 and then act like you're an asshole.
Speaking of, this was
Yeah.
a moment that kind of like made Texas Hold'em even bigger and kind of launched it to a national spotlight.
Yeah.
Doyle Brunson, a living legend, well, not living anymore. Just
He didn't die like yet. He didn't die since
20
you've made this.
yeah, it was yesterday. He died.
Okay, go ahead.
A legend in the world of poker has left an indelible mark on the game's history. Born in 1933, Brunson's poker.
I mean, what an asshole.
Yeah, Super System was the first book that was published about like how to play or like some sort of strategy or whatever. And now the way that people who play are just autistic computers, and it's not the way that.
Is it like baseball where there's like analytics and shit that they look at after games go over?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
So
yeah.
if they're going to play against someone, they'll study how they play beforehand by doing analytics and
Absolutely.
watching like past matches.
Yeah, we're playing for millions of dollars. Absolutely. I'm going to watch tape on you. I'm going to see how many times you blink in a hand.
And so you're looking for like a tell. You're looking for just how they tend to lean and stuff.
Yeah, just frequencies, like based on like this spot, they're more likely to bluff. You know, this player's more likely to bluff in this spot than another player, or maybe this player doesn't bluff enough in this spot, or maybe you don't bluff enough in this spot, or just all kinds of weird.
And that's what's fun with these guys, that there's such a community of content creators now
Yeah.
that are like, you know, like Brad Owens, is a guy I still watch every week. He will give you his thought process through a hand. So that it's like, but it's crazy. He's putting his thought process on the internet for people that play against him. And then you have people that are just playing against this guy to make his vlog. You know what I mean? So it makes it's so weird with the internet, the way I would have loved to have played in the 70s and 80s.
I also don't believe that Brad really puts out.
You're hearing it now. We're doing a poker podcast. I'm convinced.
All right.
You know, if we could get some of the guys like working Mothership and stuff.
They don't all have to be comics, too. You can have mix, like half poker players, half comics.
Yeah.
It'd be super fucking rad.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then they just piss off the poker players.
Yeah. The problem is they won't come back.
Yeah.
The poker players or the comics?
Well, maybe both.
Well, anyone that's serious about playing will get frustrated at the way the game's being played.
And then you find a new four
yeah.
of degenerate gamblers.
Poker players are like super intense about etiquette at the table, right? There's like
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, yes and no. I mean, there's definitely like the games I grew up playing in. No, like people would needle you and just fuck with you because you know you all know.
when
each
you
other.
when you say that, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about like things like getting up from the table and like how you like bet and or like if you're on a hot streak, not leaving a table.
Yeah, that's definitely
that sort of thing.
Yeah, like hitting and running is kind of like an asshole thing to do. Like if you win a big hand and then just immediately get up and leave.
Yeah. Don't
but-
put your dick on your neighbor's shoulder.
Yeah,
I feel like that's pretty
probably-
applicable in most parts of. That's not just a poker table thing.
And
Yeah.
normally
You know what I
my
mean?
gut hits them way before my dick does, so
Yeah.
I'm safe from that.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. Like, also, like, I subscribe to the idea of if I don't give a fuck if I just want a bunch of money and I went into this game with an amount of money in mind and I hit it, I'm an addict. I'm gonna get the fuck up and leave.
No, you're not.
Well,
You're an addict. You're gonna stay until it's all gone.
There you go.
yeah. In theory, I would like to get up and leave, but the etiquette. Well, that's why the etiquette is there. It's because it is a unsavory thing to do. To just take that much money off.
But you're
the
right.
table.
Like baseball, there are a lot of weird unwritten rules.
right.
Right. There's not like in basketball and that type of like certain. There's not as many. It
No,
feels like.
no. In poker, there is a lot.
Yeah.
The introduction of the whole card camera really changed it just from a fan's perspective and got a lot more people involved. Whole card cameras were introduced during during the 1980s. The innovation is often attributed to the production of the television show Poker Superstars International Tournament, which aired in the United States in the late 1970s and early 80s. The concept gained further popularity and became more widely adopted in the 1990s with the growth of televised poker broadcasts. The use of whole card cameras became a standard practice in the production of poker shows and tournaments, allowing viewers to see the players' hidden cards and significantly enhancing the televised poker watching experience. Henry Orenstein, a Polish-born toy manufacturer, patented the technology in '84.
Yeah, I can't imagine how boring it was to watch a poker game before you could see the whole cards.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the whole. It's the whole fun of it is that they'll do the math in real time for you. Like if you're watching a live stream, everybody's whole cards that you see, it'll show you their percentage with each card, like how their percentages change, your percent to win the hand. Ron White also has the funniest joke where he plays Texas Hold'em for the first time, and he goes, "You start watching, you watch it on TV, you think you can do it for real." And when you sit down at that table, you find out pretty quick they don't let you see everybody else's cards. It's so funny.
That was a good one.
What, dude?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just doing other comedians' jokes.
I knew he was going to say
It's wild.
that.
It's wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on.
Because that's really where, in my opinion, that's where things went crazy.
Yeah, it exploded.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Good old Tennessee boy.
The Moneymaker effect. Chris Moneymaker, a name synonymous with poker lore, rose to prominence in 2003 as the unassuming catalyst of the poker boom. A Tennessee accountant with no professional poker background, Moneymaker earned his spot in the World Series of Poker main event through an online satellite tournament on PokerStars. His improbable journey captured the imagination of the public as he navigated through a field of seasoned professionals to claim the ultimate poker prize. Moneymaker's victory, coupled with the advent of online poker, became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring a new wave of players to try their luck at the tables.
Yeah, Moneymaker wasn't even like that. Has he won an event since then? I don't.
I think he's won a few.
Yeah, he's won. He's won. Not compared to some of these other dudes. There's
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was the misconception about him too. Is like they go through this whole like no poker background thing as if like it could just be anybody, but he's also like a genius player.
Right. Well, but also I've sat at a table with Chris Moneymaker, like in a home game in Tennessee. You know, like it's a lot of these just because he wasn't living in Vegas and playing, he was playing very illegally. I would say. I don't want to like put his business out there. But yeah, I mean,
I think you just did.
Yeah,
He's playing illegal games
That was crazy.
in Tennessee, and I was with him.
well, listen, I almost said what game we were playing at. I'll give you some addresses. You give me a buy-in to another game, I'll start.
You were playing Uno for free, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, we weren't taking I didn't say we were taking a rake.
yeah.
As long as you don't take a rake, it's not illegal. It is not illegal to deal Texas Hold'em. It's not illegal. It's not. It's illegal to take money off the table.
Ah.
Which is why the card. That's what he was saying. That's why the card clubs here are legit.
That just seems like such an easy thing to get around.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, it is. Yeah, exactly.
This is all tournament players that you're looking at too, though. Like I've never been into tournaments.
So what is it? There's tournament players versus.
Cash game.
Yeah, I mean, most people will play both, but it's a very different skill to play cash versus being a good tournament player.
This dude's Phil Ivey is one like.
He's
the guy.
He might be the best in the world.
He's the Tiger Woods of poker.
Because he looks like
why are you
Tiger
saying
Woods? Or because...
Why are you saying
there's
that?
No.
What do you
Explain
mean?
your joke.
let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
No, we're waiting. Hold on. Pull up a big picture of him. Actually, put him and Tiger Woods side by side, and then let Corey explain it.
So they rose.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable. Now, all right,
Why do you say that?
Because they both rose to prominence at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're both black.
Okay.
Are they?
I don't know if I would.
Ish.
I don't know if. Yeah, they're both black-ish. Sure. Wow.
But he's won like 10, right?
10
He's
what?
won- he's-
10 bracelets.
He's won a ton. He's won a
Yeah.
ton of stuff. He's like one of the most prolific fucking players of all time.
His net worth is like 60
Yeah.
million or something like that.
He's also like in a weird court battle right now.
Yeah, I
with
was
a
like, he's
bunch of
also
casinos.
considered a cheater. It
No,
depends on who you ask.
No, I disagree.
But
with that
I don't think he's a
whatsoever.
cheater.
No.
Who's calling him a cheater?
He used this thing called, and first of all, not playing Texas. We're not talking about poker. He was playing a different game. I believe he was playing Baccarat, in private Baccarat games with big casinos, and he was using a method called edge sorting, in which he said, I'm gonna come play Baccarat at your casino, right? And the casino goes, hell yeah, you're
That's
Phil
a- yeah,
Ivey.
it's good for the casino.
We'll take all the action that you want, right? Because so then he has like very specific asks, like a writer, like with a comedian.
Right.
So when I get there, I want you to use these specific decks, and I want this dealer, and I want this room, and whatever. And the reason he asked for a specific pull up edge sorting while I'm talking about this. Reason he asked for a specific type of deck is he would look for imperfections in the pattern on the back of the card, which gave him. He's got nothing.
One of his first ones, yeah. That was like before he won all those tournaments.
Unbelievably a bad hand.
No. Wow, Robbie really mixing it up here, calling Garrett's raise with Jack 4 off. It's blind versus blind, and Garrett here has flopped a straight flush draw, 10-10-9 with a couple clubs. He's gonna bet 2,500. Wow, and Robbie's gonna call here with Jack 4 with the Jack of, wow, look at this. What is she thinking about here? She gonna raise it. Well, we saw her raise Ace King.
So
a
up to
little
this
bit
point,
ago for a
this
mid-raise.
is
Here
really
she's gonna
weird and
mini
crazy,
click.
but still not outside the realm of
Jack 4.
crazy.
And you know Garrett is just so experienced.
Oh wait, hold on, let me scratch my face. That's the shit I got.
I don't
How
get
often
it.
would she do this? If he calls, there'd be about 2 pot-sized bets left. So, I mean, that's what's got to be going through his head here.
He's got 700,000 more.
I think he's considering bet 3-betting. And, yep, there's the all-in. There's the all-in. Garrett, like I said, he's just
Okay, so at this point, she's got to call
experienced
109,000
bet
to stay in
patterns,
this
bet
hand, and she
sizing.
has absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Jack high.
She can't even beat a lot of the hands that he would bluff here with.
If he has literally
Sorta
anything
acted a
other than
little bit with
exactly what he
Jackie of
has,
diamonds from a
she
few
loses.
rounds ago. She's gonna put a time chip out.
I call.
She calls?
Twice.
How?
For once, but it's up to you. Yikes.
Oh my God!
Let's see the hand. So far, so good. It looks
Not
like
it.
you're ahead.
What is going on
For
here?
once, but it's up to you.
And you can see it in his face.
Yeah.
He knows he just got fucked. Like he's been doing this too long. He knows he got fucked somehow.
Whoa, that's look at Garrett's
He also
face.
normally,
That is-
so I've watched this guy for hours and hours and hours. He's also normally very congratulative. He's very
that
cool
is
at a fucking
super,
table.
Super strange.
He
You can
takes
see
bad
his
beats
reaction.
very well.
He's
Like,
the
what
nicest
is-
guy.
Yeah.
There's no way she didn't. There's no way she didn't know. There's no way.
You look like you want to
Okay,
kill me.
I'm confused. I'm confused what's happening right now.
Okay, pause it. What are you confused about?
So she's Jack high. She doesn't win.
She
She
did
did
win.
win.
Okay, she did win.
But there's
okay.
no way on
When he
earth.
shoves the turn for 109,000 more dollars,
Uh-huh.
she can't even beat the hands that he would be bluffing with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So-
she just called his bluff.
No,
But
she's
there's
just,
no-
like,
with
caught
nothing.
bullshitting.
Yeah.
That's like I put a loaded gun to your head and
Yeah.
was like, and you're like, I call your bluff, but somehow it jammed.
Yeah.
That's how unlikely this was for her to play this hand this way.
That just let me know the extreme of your gambling by saying loaded gun.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure.
But
absolutely.
also,
it's $109,000.
That's true. That's
so
true.
there's a we can. I want to watch the rest of this, but also this did end up exposing a cheating system that this game had within it later,
Which was.
which was some of the producers and stuff were signaling somebody.
Oh,
See, I
yeah.
didn't- see, I didn't.
Yeah.
I just remember this happening and being like, "Yep, she's a fucking cheater," and then didn't, you know.
Now they were doing it for very small amounts of money.
Most disturbed I've ever seen Garrett look at the table. And I think Andy's disturbed too. He doesn't. If you looked over there, it's like, whoa, what just happened here?
Which one's Andy?
This guy in the
You're not the only one that gets
Top right?
upset.
Asian guy, yeah.
Garrett, you don't have to get that upset.
I would have broken the table already.
Robbie did that for Andy last night. She did that for you.
Don't put me in this. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on right now.
Yep,
he's confused too.
Andy.
That's not a poker hand.
That wasn't. I played you and not the hand. What's the problem? I played you. So don't let me play you.
Yeah, just don't let her play you.
I mean, I don't know if that's a function of that she thought she could call.
Right? I mean, yeah, okay.
The reason why
He's
this
a
is
combo.
pushed so
He's ahead.
strange is that
Straight flush draw, but I also was hoping
But she had the blocker to the straight
I
flush
had,
draw.
exactly.
it's a situation where it's like
I don't understand how
Is
he
it-
knows that somebody else is like.
Just play. Hold on. Just play. Just let it
Sig-
play.
that she just
signaling
doesn't
her.
know.
You also
This is what's got to be going through Garrett's mind.
Right
You're the
now,
only one in it with me.
the streamers have gone crazy.
Does she just not know that she can't call with Jack high there, and that a bunch of bluffs beat her,
That's gonna make YouTube.
or was the hand not straight in some way?
We are on YouTube.
No, but I mean, it's gonna be a clip. That's just.
But both Garrett and Andy,
It's all on its own right there.
So sorry.
It's fucking amazing.
think
I
that
don't know
something's
what
up.
it was. It was amazing.
Dude, this is so intense.
Hold on. There's one part at the end of this I want to see.
You get a therapist in here or what?
I need one after that. At least I don't feel my.
82% of the time, he's gonna make something on 2 boards.
I don't feel so.
Also, some context to this. That guy has never played at this game before, and he's with her.
Wow, look at
And
Garrett.
she's never
He's
played
just-
at this
he's
table
like-
either.
He's like,
Just me and Eric.
he's look like he's seen a ghost almost. You know that there's all kinds of things going.
Is
through
he
his mind.
on Garrett's direct right?
The myth, the legend.
No, person's
Now I
Okay.
have a lot of experience
Because
with
they're on
this
opposite ends of the table. So like,
No. He's right in front of you.
from years ago.
yeah, so there's no way he could have
Possibility of
saw.
someone possibly seeing the cards, and we saw this whole sample from Robbie today. Remember, she called drawing dead with
well,
the
maybe they
Jack
don't
8
play
of
it.
diamonds, so it's just really strange.
Trap. See, I've never seen a hand like that. Ever.
First time.
That was the first time I've seen that.
Making history for you.
What trade? You had me.
Dude, that dude's expression hasn't changed once.
To look at it twice.
Talking about Garrett?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Eric's
He's
gonna bet 17.
trying to figure out how they got it.
He's trying to tangle with the bull.
Can you guys slide that one for me, please?
And obviously, it's much different if she had ace high. If she had ace high and raised the turn, and he jammed,
They're not
and
gonna
she
show it in
somehow
this.
thought, like, let's say she
Hey,
had
let me
ace
see if I can
king,
find it.
What does he do?
and she somehow thought he was bluffing, that would make sense.
Garrett gives a lifeline to Soul Roller. No.
What? I mean, let me know. I can search something.
Look up HCL.
Garrett Allison cheating.
No. Garrett Adelstein HCL. Just look up clip. All right, yeah, just look that up. Hold on, scroll down. Yeah, right there, the top one.
This one?
Yeah, this happens like a few minutes later.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I remember this. Okay.
Here comes Garrett.
What the hell? Did he really get that back? Fucking Garrett's a deep sea fisherman. How did he do this?
What did she give the money back to Garrett? Is that what they were talking about?
You gotta be kidding. What's up?
What is that? That's Rip out there with the hat. What is he doing out there? He seems heated about something.
I think that's what she did.
Well, she definitely gave the money back. I saw it, but like,
Yeah, she took it from the rack here. It was her rack. She gave him $150.
What?
What is going on?
What is
I
going
would
on?
take that money back.
That's Rip.
Yeah, I would. I take that money. Never mind, I take that money back.
This guy fucking takes the money back she won from you? No, he's a pussy. You are a fucking pussy. Hey, bro. I'm out.
What is going on
Give
here?
him the fucking money back. He made here to fucking give him the money back.
This is really
Yeah,
unanticipated.
fuck that. I'm out. I don't play in this fucking shit. He fucking made her give the money back.
What do you mean made her? How do you make?
He
How do you-
fucking told her to give the money back and accused her of cheating.
How do you make someone give the money back? I don't understand.
I don't know. He took it. He somehow talked her into giving the fucking money.
Why would she be willing to do? If she didn't cheat, why
Yeah,
would she be
exactly.
willing to give the money?
Exactly.
And if she did cheat, why isn't she being arrested?
Why would she give him the money back?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
That's strange.
And, like how?
So which is it?
like,
There's only two outcomes here. The fuck is going on?
it's 8 to call.
Garrett got really upset about it, and he accused Robbie of maybe somehow cheating, or I don't know, but why she would make that call. But we were all sitting at the table. We all heard what she thought, which was she thought she had a hand, and she had her own logic to why she called. So it was definitely just a sick
So
call.
that's the
so
for
much
me.
fun to
That's
watch,
the
and,
that's the like
I really
closed case.
She cheated.
Shut. She cheated. She gave. So apparently the conversation went when they got up from the table for a bit. Garrett talked to her and was like, "Hey, just so you know, like, this is going to be a huge clip. It's going to get millions of views, and you're going to be destroyed online if you did fucking cheat. I think the right thing to do would be for you to give the money back." And she gave him the money back.
Basically admitting that she cheated.
That, in my mind, there's no, because now she denies it. She's trying to sue Garrett for that money back. In my mind, if there's any way she didn't cheat and she did just make that hero call, there's not a chance any player in the world would give the money back.
No, if you made the hero call and you were right and you didn't cheat, I tell you to go fuck yourself. Like, I don't make the clip. Like there is so much ego in poker, and I get, like maybe
That's what.
especially the way that she's talking to him all gangster at the table, and then when you're alone, you were like, okay, yeah, you fucking cheated.
That's the part. I was just like, what did she do wrong? She called a stupid hand. I've called stupid hands before. You know what I
Right,
mean?
but you didn't call a stupid hand for $130,000.
No, I've called.
Yeah, but
her for $100.
she gave the money back.
You gave the money because you knew you. Yeah, you
But
knew.
I didn't
This
cheat.
is that's not her
She knew
friend.
she cheated.
Yeah.
Because the guy got mad.
Huh?
Did she get? They said she was getting arrested.
She
No,
should.
no.
If she
She
cheated,
didn't get
she
arrested.
should have got arrested.
But
But that guy got
prove it.
mad.
They can't
But
prove that she cheated.
then after this, during the investigation, they did find that there was a system that a couple of the producers were using to cheat.
Yeah.
So it's like
Choice Award of the evening. Fans were asked to vote for their favorite hand of 2022. Absolutely no suspense here, but roll the nominees anyway.
Fans' choice, best hand. Daniel Negreanu, runner quads on way to super high rollerball victory.
that hand, I would have killed my fucking self.
David Diaz.
He gets run down,
Runner quads with like deuces or something.
Robbie, Jade, Lou.
She just looks like I just feel like I've sat at so many poker tables with just this exact same person, and she, has really no idea what's going on, but is gonna walk away with $100,000.
You guys are probably just really looking forward to what I'm about to say, right? I did not consult with my PR team about what to say, so get ready. And the reason being because I just wanted to be natural. I have to say that the one thing that I probably will agree with in perfect poker vernacular is that I feel very polarized in receiving this award. And I know that there's many people in this audience that feel the same way. But it is a fan's choice, so I thought about that when I came here, and I said, they were the ones that were there for me from the very beginning when it was a very taxing time. And I've said this on many podcasts, and I'll say it over and over again. They're the ones that kept me alive and kept me through this. And I never thought in a million years that I'd be standing here. But the one thing I will say is that if there's any contribution I can make, it is probably to the other awards that will be given out tonight because of that hand. So you're welcome. You're welcome to the podcast for something to talk about because you guys were so effing bored. And you're welcome. And there's Berkey sitting there smiling at me because he knows what I'm talking about. And Joey out there, and Caitlin Komsky, who does a wonderful impression of me as well. And of course, somewhere out here I saw Ryan. You're welcome. But I think that Hustler might have won regardless. I'll give you that. But I will say that
Nick
the
Bertucci,
contribution
dude.
in that regard, more so just my fans and the supporters around worldwide and my family, my husband, my friends, it makes it worth it to receive this. And for those of you who are still playing Jack 4 off, and I continue to see the craziest hands, send them to me. I commend you for winning and losing. I've lost more than I've won since that hand happened. But It was a very internal, single-handed, impulsive, intuitive call. And here we are, and it is
Look at that guy.
the call that will, I guess, forever be received as the Robbie, which I guess I can take. But I did run it through a calculator for the first time today, and I will say that it does have higher EV than 7 deuce off. So if you guys wanted to switch that game up, I highly recommend it.
Dude, wait a
and
minute.
I won't feel guilty anymore.
Did she just say that as if not everybody in that room knows that?
Yeah, she really. She's like, I pulled it
guys-
up on the calculator
You
to
guys
make
know
sure the
7
odds were
deuce is
better.
worse than Jack 4? What?
Yeah, stop playing the 7 deuce game. Start playing the Jack 4 game.
That bitch cheated, bro.
Yeah, there's no. That's also the most Trump-like speech I've ever heard in my time. Like she is saying so many words and said absolutely nothing of any substance at all. I mean, it was. Oh yeah, she's a fucking cheater. I also love that she's like, yeah, I gave you guys something to talk about.
I texted Rocky right after that happened. I just sent him the head and said, dude, look at this. And then I heard back from him every 20 minutes for the next 3 months about just, I mean, my man had a war room going. I'm pretty sure he converted one of his rooms in his house to just an investigatory fucking room.
Yeah, I mean, that was the crazy. Yeah, that's. I mean, since I've been around poker, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I hadn't even seen the second clip we watched of her. I had heard that she like gave the money back, but I didn't realize how much he freaked out.
Yeah.
And for them to be, you know what I mean?
And they're together. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no because that's also I guarantee you they're splitting that money afterwards. He's like,
I think it came out later that he had a piece of her.
exactly
Yeah.
right. So when she gives that money, there's no doubt in my mind that she cheated.
Yeah.
I mean, and that, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't let her. Listen, when we get this game going at the Black Rabbit, Robbie is not allowed to play here.
I was gonna say there's a lot that I'd let her do.
Yeah.
Like what, dude?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
All right. We got some more slides?
We got one more.
Hell yeah. The year 2011.
Is known as the infamous year of Black Friday, when the U.S. Department of Justice seized the domain names of PokerStars, Full Tilt, and Absolute Power, effectively freezing the bankrolls of their player base.
Absolute Poker?
Or Absolute Poker. Absolute Power. Absolute Poker. Effectively freezing the bankrolls of their player base. Full Tilt was accused by the DOJ of acting as a Ponzi scheme and scamming players out of $300 million. On the other hand, PokerStars paid the $1 billion in fines immediately.
Yeah. Pay the fine. They're going to make that back in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just move on with your life. Now, I mean, online, I honestly, man, what kind of... It didn't kill my bankroll playing poker. Playing online is I know of I've played on half a dozen apps and websites and stuff. They're all, when it's on the internet, it is so rigged for action, which just means that there's an algorithm in the game itself that will put you in spots that are so unnatural. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it'll have you put money into a pot thinking in real life poker you should be so far ahead, and you're just not, because the app is bred to do that.
Well, he plays on apps where they do that. There's other apps that don't do that.
I know there's one app that I've ever used in my entire life that didn't feel just, and it's not even like hidden. It's not even like a secret. It's just what it is. So yeah, if they're finding these companies and stuff, absolutely, that makes perfect sense.
Well, no, I think that's when it became illegal, though. That's the problem, is that you couldn't play online after that.
Well, there are definitely services where you can just play legit now, but it depends on what state you're in.
Yeah.
Like New Jersey's like a big one. I know
But that's a recent thing.
Yeah.
For a while, it was you couldn't play online at all.
Who's the best celebrity poker player?
Norm Macdonald was pretty good, yeah.
Isn't Tobey Maguire is who that fucking that whole movie's made about?
Toby Maguire?
Molly's Game?
Molly's Game. Have you seen that?
Oh, no.
He's
that's a good one.
Player X. He's like a very famous. In the movie Molly's Game, there's like a guy who's played by Michael Cera. They call him Player X, and he represented like a real celebrity that would play, and apparently it was him.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, but that was like that was an illegal game that all these celebrities in LA were playing in. What's the chick? Who's Chucky's bride? She like plays. She almost like does more poker than acting now.
I don't know.
Jennifer Tilly?
Jennifer Tilly, yeah. She plays a lot of poker. But Norm is Norm Macdonald used to commentate live streams.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
Damn. This poker game was DiCaprio, Damon Affleck, and Tobey Maguire.
Go home and watch Molly's game.
Holy shit.
It's unbelievable. Do you know anybody that we're talking most famous. Mr. Beast has played Hustler Casino Live.
Yeah,
and that's arguably the most famous, ninja that's like a Twitch streamer. That's what the live streams, when you're that big, they're like, please get us. We'd rather have a character than a poker player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you mix the two together, then that's when it's fun.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for Off the Phone. Go ahead and like, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then report this page.
You're just doing Fuzzy's part today?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's not here.
Oh.
And you're not good at anything, apparently.
Thanks, man.
But thanks for being here. Tre Pack, everybody. Give me a hand.
Thank you. Oh, happy to be here.
Off the phone.